This is lesson 14-6, finding the whole. Our central question, given a part and the percent of a whole, how can you find the whole amount? So you can see from this picture we're going to be using the same proportion that we used in the last lesson. Percent over 100 equals part over whole. There's no vocab for this lesson. Example number 1. 40% of what number is 80? So let's set up our proportion. We have 40%. We know our percent goes over 100 always. Equals 80 is going to be our part because this whole lesson is about finding what the whole is. So we know what the part is. We know what the percent is. And now we have to find the whole. So we put part over whole. Since we don't know the whole, we put an X. And then we cross multiply, just like before. So 40 times X becomes 40X. And 80 times 100 becomes 8,000. Now we have to get X by itself, so we divide by 40 on both sides. This side cancels itself out. Then we do 8,000 divided by 40, which equals 200. So to answer our question, 40% of 200 is 80. Example number 2, we have 50%, so we put 50 over 100 equals 60 is our part, and we don't know our whole. Cross multiply. 50 times X is 50X, and 60 times 100 is 6,000. We have to get X by itself, so we divide by 50 on both sides. This side cancels itself out. We do 6,000 divided by 50, which equals 120. So 50% of 120 is 60. So when you really think about that, what it's saying, we know that 50% means half. So half of 120 is 60, which makes sense. Example 3, we have 200%, and even though it's greater than 100, we still always put it over 100. 200% of what number is 40? 40 is our part, and we don't know the whole. Cross multiply. 200 times X is 200X, and 40 times 100 is 4,000. We have to get X by itself, so we divide by 200 on both sides. This side cancels itself out. Then we do 4,000 divided by 200, and we get 20. So 200% of 20 is 40. And that's kind of like what we do on our number of the day. And our last example, we have 90%, so we put 90 over 100. Equals 135 is our part, and we don't know our whole. Cross multiply. 90 times X is 90X, and 100 times 135 equals 13,500. We have to get X by itself, so we divide by 90 on both sides. This side cancels itself out. And then we do 13,500 divided by 90, which equals 150. So 90% of 150 is 135. Here are your two practice problems. Use the same proportion again to set these up. Part over whole equals percent over 100 to solve. Don't forget a word problem or a question and rate your understanding.